Hi everyone, in today's video we will see Salesforce REST API integration with Google Places text search API. So for that, what do we need? For authentication, we need from Salesforce we need named credential, auth provider and callback URL. And we need a Google Console app, and with that we need client ID and client secret. So for this integration we are using the method of auth to authentication, not with the API key. Okay, so for auth to authentication we need client ID and client secret. So let's see. We need to go to console.cloud.google.com and we need to click on new project, and then leave the organization and parent resource as no organization, and then create the project. You can select the project that is created, and now in the left hand side we need to go to navigation menu. There we need to go to enable API services, parent services. So here we will have a button to generate credentials. So go to credentials tab and then create credentials, select OAuth client ID. Now we need to configure consent screen to generate OAuth client ID. So let's get started. Provide the API app name and user support email. Click next. As per your convenience, use the audience, either internal or external. So if it is external, we need to have the permission for the user who uses this. Currently I'm using it as external, and I need to provide the contact information here, and then finish this. Now go back to the APIs and services section, enable APIs and services, go to credentials, and then click on create credentials. OAuth client ID, select this one, and application type. Currently I'm using web application. So we need to add the URIs over here. So below this authorized redirect URI, we need to add our callback URL from Salesforce, whatever we created via our auth provider. So now let's create this. We need to copy client secret and client key, client ID and client secret, and then we need to use these two creds in our auth provider in Salesforce. So now let's go to name credentials. Right now I'm using legacy name credentials. Provide the name credential name, label name and URL. URL should be places.googleapis.com. Use OAuth 2.0 in authentication protocol. And now we need auth provider. So create auth provider, click on new and type should be Google. Provide the mandatory details. Provide these URLs for authorized endpoint URL, token endpoint URL, and scope. For default scope, it should start with OpenID. So this says OpenID, what why we kept in the beginning. That's because whatever basic functionality is there, that should be applicable whenever we use this auth provider. So now auth provider is created. Now let's go and use it in the name credential. So keep start authentication flow on save checked so that it will start authentication on click of save. So now it is showing access blocked authorization error. It is because we haven't added the callback URL in the Google Console app when we were generating the credentials, OAuth 2 credentials. So let's go back to the Google Console app. Now in the authorized redirect URI, let's paste our callback URL. We can save it if it is already created, or we can create it if not created, and client secret and client key, client ID will be generated, and then these client ID and client secret we have to use in our auth provider. Auth provider. Okay, now let's go back to our auth provider. Click edit. Replace the dummy data from consumer key and consumer secret with the actual consumer key and consumer secret. Go back to named credential. Click edit. keep the start authentication flow on save checked and click save. Now select the user you want to authorize as. Now we need to verify that it's us, so that this is a more verification step. Now it is saying access denied because the user I'm trying to authorize this name and credential as is not present in the Google Console app that we created. So now we need to add users. Let's add it as test user. I'm adding email ID over here. Go back to named credential again. Go back to named credential again. Click save. Select the user or account. Continue. Click continue again. Continue. Confirm. Now it will redirect back to our named credential. So we will see now it says the authentication status as authenticated. And after this, we can use this named credential in our Apex class, and that will fetch, that will do the call out to Google Places API, and then Google Places API will return the results. So make a note here, Google Places API returns maximum of 20 results per call out, and so this code I'm providing in the comment section, pinned comment, and you can use that. So here for demonstration, I have used the test Google Console app, but when it comes to the actual project, it needs to be a proper Google Console app that needs to be used. Then only that callouts will return the results. So if you want, you can use the code that I have provided in the comment box. I hope this video helps you, and if you need any specific videos of any specific topic, please do let me know, and please let me know about this video as well, whether you like it or not. Please let me know. Thank you.